Right guys, Mark Crossfield here, more Ask Golf Guru Q&As. We've got Steve Buzza joining us and guesting for more answers. The audience are enjoying you, Steve, so let's show more of your buzzer knowledge.
And take it all.
Take it. I will give it to anyone who wants it. So we got a question about spin. This guy's creating too much spin with his golf clubs. Let's get stuck in. Right, Steve, question. Hey, Mark, love the videos. They are so helpful. Right now, I'm really struggling with outrageously high amounts of spin to the point where I'm spinning every single club back from wedge to even my driver. I'm not sure what is going on and would love to hear what your thoughts are. Thanks, Matty. Good question. So spin, Steve, someone like yourself, I mean, you do have a constant battle with spin, don't you? I mean, I don't. Anyone who watches the course vlogs, I'm quite a low spinning player. I understand how to deliver the club in a way where I can actually, I can use whatever spin I want. I can create spins. And you're the same. Yeah. But your standard shot does suffer from a bit too much spin as well, doesn't it?
Yeah. So I am. High speed players sometimes have that issue.
Yeah.
I would say the key thing to this question is he said he's struggling with both his driver and his irons.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if it was one or the other, we can kind of think maybe it's equipment, maybe it's contact.
Yeah.
I would imagine this is a dynamic loft issue.
Yeah, for me it's contact. I agree with you. Often people, not always, but sometimes people who are hitting the ball very hard can struggle with spin. It's not actually the fact that they're hitting it hard, even though that is one ingredient of spin. It's to do with angle of attack and dynamic loft and the difference of, so the gap between the dynamic loft, so the loft you deliver at impact, plus the angle of attack. If that gap is big, plus you've got lots of speed in there, then you can create lots of spin. I can hit my driver, for instance, with under 1,000 revs of spin if I want. I can make it feel like it almost dips out the air, but then I can also hit it with 4,000 revs. I can very much control those angles, which is why when we play, you can see I can control my spin, can't I? I'm never struggling with too much spin.
And I think it's the control issue.
Of course it is.
I know for my game, if I overspan it, all the time, I could then judge how that's going to affect the distance, how it's going to affect the flight, and I could bring it in. My issue is I have the odd one that spins. Yeah. And it's that odd one that causes differences in distance.
Absolutely. So for this guy, for me, it's a case of going and getting a lesson, getting a launch model and find out exactly where that spin is coming from. We're only kind of speculating with this answer, but it has to be, like you say, strike's important, speed's one of the ingredients, angle of attack, dynamic loft. If those two things are separating a long way, then you need to think about it. You need to try and bring them together. To lower your spin. I play shots, for instance, this is an interesting one for maybe him to try. When I hit shots into the wind, I don't always knock the ball back. I might play a 6-iron and play it with a slower speed. So by having less loft. Yeah, this one. So it's more like a big pitch with just a 6-iron. And you play that one as well, and I find that one can go out as far as trying to really punch it hard.
Certainly, and the punching, again, you're changing the delivery, and you don't need to do that.
Well, often when people are punching, their angle of attack goes down. If their dynamic loft doesn't go down with it, then there you go, more spin. They're hitting it hard, moving down, but still presenting loft, and they generate loads of spin. For me, it's a case of trying to understand how my angle of attack, so how the club's coming down or level with the ground or up, which way it's coming in to hit the ball, and then how much loft I'm presenting at impact. So by taking an extra club and hitting it softer, that instantly is helping deliver less dynamic loft. Often when people hit it softer, they have a tendency to stay a little shallower, flatter to the ground. They don't go down at it so hard, not always, but as a general rule, and that helps them take the spin down off. Also, without that added spin. When it comes to your driver though, spinning with a driver, that is a pure lesson. That is strike, angle of attack, dynamic loft, spin loft, which is creating that excessive amount of spin. When that's in his swing, he needs to go get that fixed. It's more understanding. Go and watch some other videos, look up spin loft, look up high spinning clubs. There'll be plenty of videos out. There's a great one, Trackman Maestro's got one of the old famous ones with his cage, which lots of people have watched, really explains it well. Go and watch those. If you understand those points more, you can go to your lesson and say, look, I want to work on this because this is something I'm struggling with, or can you check if I'm struggling with this? And if you don't want to go and spend the money and go on a lesson, you go on a range and play with these angles, see if you can get your head around them to control that spin.
Yeah, spin loft.
Spin loft. Thank you, Stephen. Thanks for the question. Hope that helps. Post comments down below and we'll speak to you soon. So if you like what's going on here, don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel. Also thumbs up the video, post comments. Love to hear what you guys got to say. Let's keep it social. The more we talk, the more we share, the easier this game will get for everybody. So if you want to find me on Facebook here, you can find me on Facebook. If you want to tweet me, find me on Twitter here as well. Just follow the links, all in the description. Come and join the show, get active, get involved, get playing some better golf. Thanks for watching.